What's up, guys? It's Trevor here. Now, this is definitely not a typical video or a typical background scenario, but it is Friday night and I had to get this video out tomorrow. I didn't have anything planned. So we're going to talk about why I decided to drop out of college while only being like 1.5 semesters in. What is going on? Okay, never mind. So I essentially decided to go to college, specifically SNHU, which is Southern New Hampshire University, a online program to get a bachelor's degree in computer or software engineering. So the reason why I decided to go with this in the first place was because a friend of mine actually brought up that he was going to college, and I thought I'd give it a few days or a week to think about, does it really make sense to go to college at my stage? And for some reason, the pressure got to me and I decided to go to college. And the first term, or whatever, how they call it in college, was piece of cake. It was just, general starting classes to college. I honestly only put in like an hour a week and got by easily. So that during that time, I really did not even think like I was in college. But anyways, with that being said, today's video is about why I decided to drop out of college, only being 1.5 terms in. So I decided to drop out simply because I found that there is so much more opportunity cost right now in the current stage of my life to take. Basically, I have 4 years. If I start college now, I have to wait till 2026 to get my bachelor's degree. Now, software engineering is definitely a really good degree. And I chose that not because I really like software, it's because of the money, really. There's no, and it didn't really make sense for me to go to business school. That just does not make sense. If you don't know what business college is, it is really, really awful. You'll never really learn how to run a business by going to business college. So with that being said, I essentially signed up and paid for 2 terms, not ahead of time, but as it basically went to term. And I decided that it really doesn't make sense to go to college at this stage, because I watched the Alex Hormozy video and he said essentially, you're using college as a crutch. Now I'm paraphrasing this or taking from what I learned from his video, because I don't actually remember his exact quote, but briefly I remembered that he was talking about college in a video, and a person or a student of his, or his neighbor actually, went on a walk with Alex Hormozy, and one of the most important quotes was that people are going to fail because or something like, they are using college as a crutch to fall back on. And I feel like college should not be used for entrepreneurs as a backup plan. Now, before you roast me in the comments, obviously, if you fail at entrepreneurship, you can always go to college. I don't think there's an age limit for you to not go to college if you decide you gave up on entrepreneurship. But at the same time, if you're that far into entrepreneurship, let's say 5 years, you found some type of success, but something went wrong, does it really make sense to go back to college? Most of the time, not really, because you learned in those 5 years what college would have never taught you in those 4 years, while also paying however amount for the program. So the cost for my program was $40,000. I'm just giving you up to like the straight up the amount that it would cost. Now, obviously, I did not decide to pay all in full. I almost did, but it was really bad. It was really, really bad idea. And if I did went to college, I would not have been borrowing any or taking out any student loans. So I realistically could have went to college and become debt free and had that degree, but I realized that it really isn't worth it because of the opportunity cost. People at this age is where you make this decision, 18 especially, you're given that a decision if you should go to college at that age, right? If you don't go, you have 4 years of leverage where you can use this time to build a business, build up capital, and save aggressively. Now, if you take the other path, which is college, you obviously, if you don't have the money up front and your parents aren't going to pay for you, it may be, I think 40K was actually really on the very low end of a program cost. I know others cost 50, even up to 100. And obviously, this varies depending on the school. So I don't know this number to be completely accurate, but I do believe 40K is on the very low end. So anything higher is expected from most people. So if you're putting like 100 grand or $75,000 into 4 years of education, what are you getting back? You need to find that value, right? In those 4 years, you're giving up 4 years of precious time, and you're paying anywhere 75,000, 100,000 to make what? 100,000 after 4 years? Does it really make sense? Because in those 4 years, you could have a part-time job, obviously, but you're probably going to be very, very dead broke, paying for almost everything: rent, food, friends, partying, the average college experience. So it really makes sense that people in those 4 years probably won't ever earn more than, or ever have like 10,000 in their savings account. And if you went down the entrepreneurship route, you easily could have 10,000 in the savings account by the time you end up 4 years into your entrepreneurial journey. Now, this obviously doesn't cover the part where we talk about like, what do you do in entrepreneurship exactly? Now, that is quite advanced, and I believe that there's different industries for different people, and any industry can work. And there's obviously so many videos out there that I wish I could cover, just in this 8-minute video. But I'll leave some links in the description if you want to check out the videos that really convinced me that college wasn't the right decision. So the general gist of the video is that you really need to think your path, like as soon as you graduate high school. What really makes sense, right? The easiest is a leap year. Like, you have that 1 year already. What can you achieve in that 1 year? Like, go hard, go crazy in that 1 year, because that is really gonna set you up for what decision you're gonna take next. So in that 1 year, get something going. I don't want to recommend working a job because it's just the only answer that basically everyone else says. I want you to take huge risks, because what do you have to lose at age 18? You maybe have $5,000 in the bank. So what if it's gone? You're going to be in debt in college if you go down the college route anyways. Go hard. Take high risk, educated high risk opportunities. This does not mean crypto. I hate crypto. I don't know why I'm even in the industry in the first place. Pick things that is consistent, reliable, and will not crash down overnight. Hope you found some value in this video, because I wish I saw this video when I was way younger, maybe like 14 or 15. So I had time to prepare, because this thing does not just happen overnight. It takes a long time for you to develop and learn. But I think as this channel grows, obviously, and obviously these are low quality videos, because I feel like I'm already too far into this YouTube game that giving up now would be a waste of 2 years of progress. But that was off tangent. I hope you guys found some value in this video. Check out these 2 other videos right here about personal finance, entrepreneurship. I hope you found some value and can relate to me. Remember, guys, I'm only 19. If you're around that age, also make sure to go in the description, go on Discord, and we can connect. I would love to meet new people, hop on calls, and just discuss entrepreneurship, building businesses, growing them, and scaling them. Okay, guys, hope you found some value, and see you guys in the next one.